Hey! Hey, everybody. Oh, I'm trying to watch Roxy. Let me mute her. I mean, nothing against you. That seems so rude to mute her. Hi, everybody. I'm Carol with Free Spirit Arts, and welcome to my channel. We're going to light a candle. Why is my thing being obstinate? Oh, for said, it's not working very well. Phew. Well, I hope we get a candle. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath. The candle just helps me shift my energy, helps me shift from right brain to left or left to right, depending on what I'm doing. I've had a lot going on today, so right now it's helping me to recognize that this time, no matter how long it is, short, long, it's to create, not to clutter my brain with everything that's going on outside my door. And I also want to send big hugs to our friend, the woman we love in Washington, Tammy Van Antwerp. She has had a serious loss of a dear, dear friend, and I want her to know I'm thinking about her. So there you go, Tammy, that candle's for you. I was actually going to do a Roxy's creation, and then I went to pick out stamps, and they were such a mess that I said, girl, I said to myself, oh, excuse me, self, get your stamps together. So I thought we would have an organize and chat. How's that? So I'm looking at the camera like you're in there. You are to me. Yeah, I've just oh, look what I did before I turned the camera on. I wanted to punch a thumb hole. I hate this thing. I just hate it. It's stuck and it won't open, and I started slamming it with everything I have that's hard and realized I was going to ruin something, so I just took a breath and said, I'm not even going to play with you right now. Just not even going to play with you. Oh, this must have been a freebie from scrapbook.com. I have had these forever. I didn't buy them. They were in a bundle when I got a bunch of scrapbook paper. They've got to be, geez, I don't know, 6, 8 years old. Anyway, I'm using them for this. Oh, it says scrapbook.com right on them. So I really don't need this unless it's got... Do you suppose that's the... Oh, it has it right here. Cards for kindness, but does it... I'm going to risk it. These are from AliExpress, I think. Pretty sure. They won't go on this page because one of them's travel and the other one is postage. So I guess we'll have to leave that like that. I'll have to find something else to put on there though, because that is a waste of paper. yeah, my stamps were a wreck. So, you know, you just have to, oh, I'm not going to fight with that. I'm not going to. I do want it right to the edge, though. I have found that it lays really nice if this cardstock is right at the edge. And it looks like that one may have been crooked, so maybe that's why it's so tight, such a tight fit. See, I wanted a little thumb notch here, but we're probably not going to get that. So, we've had a long day. My husband had his second eye surgery. Gosh, have I not even opened these? And even though, you know, you can be excited for it and want it and all of that, it's still stressful. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. It won't quite fit that way. So we'll do it that way. Oh, who was I watching the other day? And she did a stamp storage. Oh my gosh. I don't remember who it was. Was it Woodland Creations? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't remember who it was. But she put her stamps in a little sleeve and everything. But she took a piece of clear packing tape, and if this is you, post down below so everybody knows the video. I will try to look and find that video because it was great. She took a clear packing tape and she put it here and then wrapped it around here. So when you go to get your stamp, you can just flip this up. Brilliant. Brilliant. And I have clear packing tape, so why don't I do that? Okay, Carol, go ahead and do that. You could use any kind of tape. It wouldn't need to be clear packing tape. I mean, you could use any kind of tape, but gosh, so when I get my room all full of stuff, and then what happens with me is I can't see the back to the stamp. And that really upsets me when, uh-oh. Okay, so I know I'm going to have to put this up a little, put the stamps up a little taller up here so that they're not, so I don't need to do this, so I can just do that. I'm not sure if this is exactly how she did it, but I tell you what, it was slick. So if you're watching this, see now, you can just slide this out, lift this up, get your stamps, and lift it back down. And it won't get lost. I think this one's too big too. Oh yeah, it is. Let's pull it out and cut it a little bit off. Yeah, so he's recovering from the anesthesia. He calls it goofy, and yeah, he is. Did I tell you he doesn't watch my channel, so I am going to embarrass him on YouTube. So 2 weeks ago, before we all got sick, so how long ago was that? 3 weeks ago? Feels like 100 years. He I had had the crud. He hadn't come down with it yet. But I had to take him to the doctor, right, to get his eye done. Well, of course, I drove and everything, and on the way home, I drove him home after the surgery. Well, the next day, he wanted to drive to his appointment because they check you on the next day. I said, no, I'll drive. It's okay. Well, I could drive. No, it's all right. I'll drive. It's no problem. So I drove him for his appointment, and we pull into the garage after the appointment, and I gather up all of his paperwork and all the jazz, and I'm up the stairs, going up the stairs to go into the, into the house, and now this one is attached. And it already has the name on here. It is from the Stamp Life, the stampsoflife.com. Postmarks 2 stamp is what it's called. So I'm going to go ahead and put it down here. So anyway, I'm getting ready to shut the garage door, and I look behind me, and he's in the car, in the dark, in the car. What the hell? So I wait, and he's clearly fiddling with something, but I can't tell quite what it is. So I go over to the driver's door, and I open the door. I said, what's the matter, babe? And he goes, I can't figure. Oh, there it is. The seatbelt was kicking his ass, totally. He could not, his brain wouldn't connect how to undo the seatbelt. I said, yeah, I'll do the driving today. So, I got a big chuckle out of that. And I teased him about it too, because that's what I do. Teased him about it today too. I'm going to cut those off, I think. I don't know if there's any reason for them. Seems like it's just one more step. Yeah, I think I'll cut them off. Yeah, so, what else is going on? Oh my gosh, the grunge kit is sold. So, if you thought you might want it, it's sold. I've emailed somebody back and forth, and this is from my creative time. I cannot wait to use it. Oh, it's storming out there. It is a beautiful storm we got going on. So let's see if I can somehow I don't think so, because I have these dies too. So, what am I going to do? This is not magnetic. I know it's going to come out of this thing, because I can't do that. If I put it with the dies, then I'm not going to know I could write on the stamp, though, that it has dies. This is going to have to come off because it's stapled. Oh my gosh. So here's the story behind the potatoes. In the fall, my husband drives, it's about, I don't know, 15 minutes from us, to the potato warehouse where they package all of the potatoes for, in boxes, you know, for shipping. And he gets us 50-pound box of, I'm just going to put this on here for a second because I think I might be changing my mind already. 50-pound box of potatoes. And they're in a really nice box, you know, with a lid and everything. So we've had him in the garage. Well, for, I don't know, 3 weeks he's been saying, I don't know about the potatoes, they might be going bad. And I'm like, what? No way. We've had them covered. They've been cold. He's been so diligent about taking good care of them so they'd last. And so I said, well, bring them in to me. He said, oh, there's a lot of them. I said, oh, well, maybe bring me like a handful and I'll try to use them up. No, I don't know. They're not very good. I said, well, do they smell bad? Are they mushy? What do you mean they're not very good? Well, they're all sprouted out. I said, well, that doesn't hurt anything. Well, you'll have to come and look at them. I said, okay. So I go out there, and they are all sprouted out. But they're not bad at all. They're just sprouted out. And they're starting to get what I would call a little dehydrated. See, I'm wondering if I couldn't maybe put two-way tape on here like they have and just put all of these right here and these right here. And maybe put this like this. So if I did it like that, and I scrunched it. Oh, sorry if that hurt your ears, guys. Let's see if it'll fit. It's not gonna fit. I could put magnet on the bottom. I could put magnet on the top. Anyway, he brought him in, and because I took all the sprouts off of them out in the garage, or in the laundry room actually, and we gave the sprouts to the deer and the birds. Don't tell anybody. And anyway, I brought them all in and I washed them to see if they were bad or, you know, what needs to be done. Do we need to just throw them out? It was a lot of potatoes. It was probably 15, 12 pounds of potatoes. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I could take him to the free clinic. Doug doesn't eat potatoes. He goes all protein, mostly. Although right now he's kind of off the wagon. But I'm like, I can't eat all these potatoes. There's no way. Then I thought, I've got that brand new canner. I've only used it, I think, once. And I can can potatoes with it. So I said, well, let's find out if it's worth its salt. Because when I got it, they're very expensive. They're very expensive. And I can, you know, I make pickles and I make jams and I can things that you can do in a water bath. But I've never tackled a pressure cooker. And I bought one, but I'm too afraid to use it. This is going to bother me. See, these are actually two separate dies. I mean, they really don't go. I guess they do. This goes with that. But there's not a stamp for this. But these go with these. And I could put them on here, so I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. So, anyway, that's why I brought out the canner. And I saved all of them but 3. I don't have the depression gene. If I make something and it didn't turn out, I have no problem throwing it away. I'm not going to choke it down for a week because it has meat in it or, you know, something like that. I'm not that way. But, I don't like the idea of throwing food out. I know that probably doesn't make a lot of sense. Got my room cleaned today. I got a job today. The free clinic that I've helped last summer or summer before, or whenever it was, they called me and said they don't have anybody for the summer to do therapy. And I said, well, I would love to do therapy for you guys. And she said, great. Then she said, oh, by the way, we wrote a grant and we can pay you. Not what your normal rate is, but we can pay you. And I said, bonus! So I actually had to go down and fill out a W-4 and all that stuff. And how long's it been since I've done that? Well, I've been in business for myself for 20, well, I guess it's only been about 18 years because I was working for other companies for part of that time. So, yeah, it felt pretty strange. I told her, you guys, I'm not very dependable. We don't care, we want you. I said, you could find a lot of people to do this job who would love it and show up all the time and not be sick. She said, we don't care. So sweet. They're so sweet. Ah, they do such awesome. They just, it's really a gem in our community to have a free clinic. They're able to, there it is. They're able to sometimes even help people with like x-rays. They can help with prescriptions. They have doctors and dentists and, foot doctors and whoever they can get to volunteer. And they have a schedule for them, and they put people on the list. And I'm going to put just a little more on that one just for this tablet, this label. What I'm thinking is this is going to be a problem, the sticky part going in and out of the sleeve, but we'll see. Oops. Yeah, they help so many people in this community, and they have for years. When I first volunteered at the free clinic and I made coffee, I didn't do it very good. I was a teenager. I didn't know anything about anything. And I was supposed to answer the phone and make appointments and make coffee and keep the living room. It was a converted fire station. If I... that was years and years and years ago. Before I went into nursing, so... a long time ago. I'm going to be really bummed out if I do all this work and it doesn't work. So, my husband is now downstairs sleeping off the anesthesia, was the beginning of the story. I am going to cut those off. That punch thing just ticks me off so bad. I will put this on magnetic sheet in my dies, I think. Or I could just slide it in the back. It's a thinker. I don't know. You have to think about it. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to go check on my husband, so I can't make this a long video. So I have to let you go. But I wanted to say, hey. And, oh, I wanted to light my candle for Tammy. And I am catching up on videos. Watched Angela this morning. And I watched Self-Care Sunday. And who else? I've watched a lot of videos. Can't think of who else now. Okay, y'all. That's all. Wasn't much. Just wanted to say hi. Let's all take care of each other.